Monarchies have been a fundamental aspect of governance throughout history, shaping the political landscape of many nations. Despite the rise of republics and democratic systems, monarchies have survived in some countries, retaining their ceremonial and political roles up to the present day. This phenomenon is rooted in a complex interplay of historical, cultural, and social factors that have allowed these institutions to adapt and endure. The origins of monarchies date back to when societies organized themselves around tribal leaders and chieftains who wielded authority over a group or territory. Over time, these roles became formalized, with hereditary rule establishing stable leadership that was believed to be sanctioned by divine or natural laws. This ancient justification for monarchy helped solidify the position of kings and queens in the societal hierarchy, making them central figures in the administration of justice, warfare, and governance. In Europe, the medieval period saw monarchies strengthen as they centralized power, often at the expense of local lords and barons. The concept of the divine right of kings, particularly potent during this era, asserted that monarchs were directly appointed by God. This religious endorsement provided a formidable tool that monarchs used to legitimize their rule and suppress potential dissent. It also laid a foundational role for the church in state matters, further intertwining religious authority with royal power. Key decisions in history have also played a critical role in the survival of monarchies. For instance, England's Magna Carta of 1215 was a pivotal moment where the monarchy had to concede some powers to other nobles, setting a precedent for a more balanced distribution of power. Such shifts were crucial, as they allowed monarchies to adapt to changing political landscapes by sharing power, thus avoiding potential overthrow by disgruntled nobility or populist revolts. The political or diplomatic context has often influenced how monarchies adapted to survive. The marriage alliances between royal families of different countries served as strategic tools for securing peace and consolidating power across regions. These unions often led to periods of relative stability and prosperity under monarchies, which reinforced their utility and necessity in governance. However, consequences ensued when monarchies failed to adapt or respond adequately to societal needs and pressures. The French Revolution is a stark example, where widespread discontent with royal extravagance coupled with extreme poverty led to the overthrow of the monarchy. Such events sent shockwaves across Europe and demonstrated that without evolution towards more inclusive governance, monarchies could be vulnerable. The survival of some monarchies into modern times can be attributed to their ability to transform from absolute to constitutional forms. In countries like the United Kingdom and Sweden, monarchs transitioned into ceremonial roles with limited direct involvement in daily governance. This shift was crucial as it aligned monarchical institutions with contemporary democratic principles, ensuring their relevance and continuation. Furthermore, national identity has played an essential role in preserving monarchies. In many cases, monarchs embody historical traditions and cultural heritage that resonate deeply with citizens. For example, Japan's imperial family is seen as a symbol of continuity and national unity amidst rapid modernization and change. Long-term impacts include how certain surviving monarchies have become integral parts of parliamentary systems within their countries. While they perform mostly symbolic duties, they are sometimes perceived as impartial entities that can unite different political factions during times of national crises or transitions. Economic factors also contribute significantly to why some monarchies have continued to exist. Royal families often attract tourism revenue due to public interest in their histories and lifestyles. Economic benefits derived from maintaining palaces and hosting royal ceremonies can be substantial enough for nations to see value in preserving these institutions despite their costs. Internationally, surviving royal families continue to play significant roles on global stages through diplomatic engagements or participation in international charities or causes which enhance national prestige abroad. In summary, while republics have become prevalent globally, due primarily to growing emphases on democracy and civic participation, over centuries-long familial rule, certain traditional kingdoms have managed not only sustained existence, but flourished by adapting their operational structures through concessions, like those seen in constitutional modifications, while maintaining elements that allow them perseverance, such as deep-rooted cultural symbolism tied into national identities, or economic strategies leveraging royal appeal for tourism revenues amongst others, thus demonstrating unique resilience amid evolving global political landscapes.